Jury call, either side.
No, Judge.
Okay, sir, you are excused with our thanks. I'm gonna tell you the rule's been invoked, you know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Just try to avoid talking about the case until you know the case.
Another
Thank you very much.
prosecution's witness that turned into the defense
Ma'am.
witness.
Ma'am,
Did she need a key? Why you need a key?
ma'am, go ahead
Wasn't
and
it
have a seat.
locked? No, she didn't lock her door.
Oh,
She went into
wow.
the fatal funnel. She did it. Not you, fucker.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you to disregard the outburst. I forewarn these folks, if they do that, there's not going to be any warnings. They're going to be removed for the rest of the trial. That's
I assume that is a parent.
I think that's the sister of the teacher that lost her life, or some. And fuck you to the state for making this man. I mean, again,
Yeah.
the state's last statement. You don't need a. That probably set her off because, again, they're listening to this as parents. They're not being able to be objective. And I get it. I totally get it. But the state wanted that to happen.
Yeah, this is the reaction they want from the jury, but silent. And this poor woman who just started shouting has been force-fed this narrative for years by the state. That her relative would be alive today if it weren't for Adrian Gonzalez.
And again, that kind of, it's unstated, it's implied pressure. We are going to show you what happened to these parents' children, and you're going to have to look them in the face and say not guilty. You are going to have to stand here in front of these parents and say not guilty. Do you have the cojones to do that?
No. And I don't blame this woman who's been conditioned for years, but for this narrative. She broke in courtroom because of what the state did. Not, in my opinion, not because of what Adrian Gonzalez did or didn't do. She's been force-fed this narrative for years, and she broke. And that's on the state. Couldn't hear what she said. She shouted about the funnel.
That her sister was in the fatal funnel. Why did you need to get a map? Why did you need to get a key? She didn't have anything. And I get it. It's so human. I get it. I can't imagine what it would feel like if you've been told that this man is going to bring these slimy lawyers and try to get out of this. I can see how this would be infuriating.
I see it's Trenton. Yeah, yes, she's been forewarned. So I just say she simply broke.
Yeah, and it's understandable. The state, again, this is a very sneaky implied social pressure. Because the state's basically saying, do you want to tell these parents, do you see their pain? Do you see what they're dealing with? Are you going to look them in the eye and tell them that, we're not going to get any justice?
Yeah.
And it's so sneaky because they don't have to do anything. It's...
Yeah. It's
that slight hesitation you have, like, am I going to be able to look at them and say not guilty? They haven't proven anything.
Okay,
I wonder if that would
20
be enough.
cameras outside would have listened to every word she had to say, and I wouldn't blame her for repeating propaganda. I do fault her for doing it in front of the jury. I understand that, because this is a mistrial.
Is this a mistrial? I mean, because at this point, realistically, if I'm a juror, I haven't seen anything to make this man guilty. but there's that implied social pressure. What is going to happen to Uvalde? I mean, it's the same tactics we saw with Derek Chauvin, with the jury. You know, there were loud. However, you see, I never watched the Derek Chauvin trial, but I'm saying it's the Rittenhouse pressure where the media was following him. I mean, you can't unring this bell. And I
No.
think,
Yeah, and this is the second unringing.
yeah,
No, I don't think her target was the jury. I don't think she thought about disrupting everything. She just broke,
yeah,
and she blames Adrian and the defense.
yeah. And she doesn't, we get to, like, I get to turn off my thing and, you know, take a moment, take a breath. I get to, you know, not have any of my kids or anyone I loved in this situation. And it ate me up last night. I couldn't do my breakdown. I had to wait. So, JKD Buck, one of the family members got really upset and said something about the fatal funnel. Her sister or daughter, I'm not quite sure, was in the fatal funnel and she didn't have time for a key or a map. So they got her out very quickly, and we haven't seen how they're going to handle it.
Yeah, we can rewind and go. And I'm playing it in normal speed because this was 1.25.
Decide.
No, Your Honor. No, Judge.
Okay, sir, you are excused with our thanks. I'm gonna tell you the rule's been invoked. You know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Just try to avoid talking about the case until you know the case is over with.
Yes, sir.
It's your today. Thank you very much.
You know who went into the fatal funnel? My
Ma'am?
sister went into
Yeah.
the fatal funnel.
Ma'am,
Did she need a key? Why do you need a key?
ma'am, go ahead
Wasn't
and have
it
a seat.
locked? Y'all are saying that she didn't lock her door. She went into the fatal funnel. She did it! Not you, bastard!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you to disregard the outburst. I forewarn these folks, if they do that, there's not going to be any warnings. They're going to be removed for the rest of the trial. That's unfortunate, very unfortunate. So thank you very much. We'll see you back here at 1:30, and remember my instructions, 1:30.
Yeah, off with the jury. 1:30, so 2:30, so in 45 minutes.
Yes, and
I would assume
updated.
I would assume this is going to be a motion for mistrial.
Yeah, because how do you put that back in the tube?
Yeah, and they have to protect it for the record. So even if they don't believe this affects the jury, they kind of have to protect the record for appeal. Yeah.
Yeah, so get your snacks. But this looks like it might be really interesting when we come back.
Yeah. And since we have been talking, so yeah, we were a bit behind on the live because we talk. We make the
Yeah.
unbearable tolerable.
Well, and a lot came out today. I mean,
Yeah.
again, we learned some very significant things, that these magnets were
Issued by the school.
that
and that
the
is
doors were left unlocked all the time.
Yeah. And I that in itself, the magnets alone, school issued, that in itself should make whatever happened in there, because this is the result of Adrian. Yeah, but if there are interfering objects, then whatever happened after. So yeah, the 3-minute gap there. But if there are interfering factors between what he did and what they claim is the result, if there are interfering factors, that should go against allowing the aftermath to come in as evidence, in
Well-
my opinion, at least.
Okay, let's change the situation. Adrian Gonzalez goes in, he's able to get in the building. He is unaware that this place is habitually not locked down. He arrives a little before the shooter. He's inside the building. So he assumes, okay, everyone get into their thing. I'm going to be in the hallway, but he shouldn't be able to get in. At that point, is Uvalde School District liable for his death because he wasn't anticipating this person to be able to get in?
Yeah. The outside door unlocked. People assumed, at least the one teacher who testified about it, she assumed it would be locked, and it wasn't. And folks, if the outside door to the outside isn't locked, you know it when you feel it. Oh, it's open. I better call somebody to fix it. Every day. But
Yeah.
yeah.
There's just a lot of balls that have been missed, and there's a lot of people that need to take blame and accountability, and I know. And yeah. Well, let's get some lunch, get an adult beverage, hide it in a water bottle, whatever you do to cope with things.
A coffee mug is very good at hiding red wine, vodka, whatever you need.